Hello. Today we will discuss about the question given here and how to answer it. The question is explain the new kind of Bhakti movement in South India. Throw the light of Bhakti, development of Bhakti in South India, or analyze the contribution of South India in the evolution of Bhakti movement. Here it is mainly focusing on Bhakti movement with respect to the region South India. So our answer should be with regarding to this aspect. Okay, now we have to write only relating to the South India entire concept of Bhakti movement. So how can you start our very introduction? We can take this first point as our introduction. This can be our intro. See, I will read. The 7th to 9th centuries saw the emergence of new religious movements led by the Nayanars, means the saints devoted to Lord Shiva, and Alvars, the saints devoted to Lord Vishnu, who all come from the caste including peasantry, untouchable classes, hunters, brahmins, potters, and chiefs. So this is, you can write as introduction, or otherwise you can choose this introduction as well. You can write as Bhakti movement. Bhakti movement was a religious movement started in the early medieval and later ancient India, aimed at bringing the reforms in all the strata of the society by the method of devotion to attain the salvation. This can also be the introduction. Now let us see the body. We can write the, I'm giving you overall inference. You can take any point as your reference and you can write that. For example, here I will tell you that the Alvars and Nayanars preached the ardent love of, ardent means very strong love of Shiva or Vishnu as the path to attain salvation. They composed beautiful poems in the praise of these deities and set them to some music. You need to give some examples to substantiate your argument. For example, the works of Alvars was compiled in Naliyar Divya Prabandham, and similarly the music songs of the Nayanars was composed in Tevaram and Tiruvachakam. These are the two texts. So this can be given as an example for Tamil literature. So it developed the literature aspect also. Now come to the saints in the South India. For example, Shankaracharya, who propagated the philosophy of Advaita, that means the soul and the supreme God are together only considered as one thing. So he preached the oneness, and he also told that ultimate reality was having no form and he has no attributes. He said that path of true knowledge is the way for attaining the Brahman, for attaining the salvation and understanding the Brahman, that is ultimate reality, that is God. Come to the Ramanujacharya also. If you see Ramanujacharya, he tells that to attain salvation, devotion to the Lord Vishnu is the key thing. He propagated doctrine of Visishta Advaita. So that means he says that soul is united with a God, but it is some distinct one. That means it is some different one. Though it is united, it is some separate entity. So his philosophy or doctrine greatly inspired this North Indian saints in the later years. Now come to the other regions of South India. After Tamil Nadu, we will go to Karnataka. Veera Shaiva movement led by Basavanna. Veera Shaiva movement led by Basavanna and his companions like co-poets like Akkamahadevi, Allama Prabhu in Karnataka. Veera Shaivas, they mainly argue for the equality of all the human beings, and they were against the Brahminical ideas about the caste and treatment of the women. This equality of human beings can be traced into the Article 14 of our Indian Constitution presently. Equality to all, including women, right? Brahminical ideas about the caste, for example, untouchability. That means they directly propagated abolition of untouchability in those times, Article 17 in today's times. Now, they were also against the idol and ritual worship. The Veerashaiva movement was also against the rituals of idol worship. Then Veerashaiva movement was also spreaded to the regions like Andhra Pradesh and Telangana presently. In Andhra and Telangana in 11th and 12th centuries, we have Shaiva Trayam, that means three Shaiva poets whose names are Palukurki Somanathudu, Mallikarjuna Panditudu, Nannechodudu. They all preached the Veera Shaivism. That you should keep in your mind. Okay, na? They recognized the labor work, respected the labor, and raised the voice for gender equality. And also they contributed for Telugu literature mata. So how they contributed Telugu literature? They provided a new kind of genre in the Telugu literature and overall growth of this vernacular language. Now, this is another point regarding the Lingayats, that is Veera Shaivites in Karnataka. What they did is they criticized the practices approved by Dharma Shastras, like not allowing the remarriage of widows, such practices. So they wrote some kind of vachanas, that is a kind of poetry these Lingayats have written. This again led to the development of Kannada literature also as well. Now we can conclude like this. For example, you can say, as a whole, Bhakti movement emerged in the South India with intense love and devotion, included the all caste and communities with it to protest against the caste and gender inequalities that further gave impetus to the Bhakti movement in North India. Or you can come with a conclusion like this: the Bhakti movement provided a simple living, love and devotion, preached humanity and fraternity to bring the change in the minds of the people in the Indian subcontinent. So this is how you can approach your answer for the question. Thank you, one and all.